Try to do.
I'll put it in game of the week.
I got it.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah. Alright, we are live. We've got the Chicago Bears today taking on the Green Bay Packers. Packers-Bears rivalry, a huge one, not only in the division, but in the NFL. And this will be the first meeting between these two divisional teams this season. Aaron Rodgers and the Pack will get the ball first as they'll start from their 25 after the opening touchback. It'll be a handoff to Jones up the middle. Not a ton of space as Roquan Smith going to get the tackle there for a gain of 2. Mark, these are two fairly evenly paced teams, and they have similar records so far this year. Which do you think is going to come out with a real big swing in this first half?
You know, the Green Bay Packers have been on a roll here. They're a brand new user. They've only got, I believe, 1 or 2 games under their belt, and they've been red hot here since they've joined. I look to see them coming off to a fire start.
Most definitely. Chicago user BB, he's been a staple. He's been around for a long time in the RDFL. You know, he's got the experience, but these Packers, it's a talented roster.
Yeah, absolutely. BB's going to give anybody in the RDFL competition, no matter who he's playing. He just knows his football. So you're looking at a great rivalry matchup here.
Yeah, one that can span a whole bunch of seasons. Well, this could even be potentially, at the end of the day, this divisional matchup could be the title breaker for the division itself.
Yeah, you're absolutely right here. And here you go. Rodgers hands it off up the middle. And then Aaron Jones is able to pick up a first down.
Yeah, a big run that time for Jones. Just barely squeezed through the middle before defenders converged on that gap. Made up a good gain of 11. We'll give Rodgers a first down. He'll go back to Jones, but he gets nowhere this time. That's a big tackle for loss off the edge. Or tackle for no gain, at least that is. Chicago forces a 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, it's that big Chicago front there. You got pass rushers like Quinn and Mack. You know, you're definitely going to be, running into brick walls all throughout the game.
Most definitely. He's going to come out in the gun this time, Aaron Rodgers. A bunch to his right. He'll drop back to pass. Has a bit of time. Pressure is coming. He throws a contested ball on the corner route, and it'll be knocked away. Good coverage there by a linebacker way outside their normal box. Bring up a 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a tight window there, but great defensive coverage.
Most definitely, and it creates a must-throw situation for Aaron Rodgers at 3rd and 10. They're way out of field goal range, unless there's some hurricane winds on their side, but in the first drive, it's crucial to pick it up, and Adams is wide open way downfield for 26 yards. He ran a sneaky corner route there, find the soft spot in between that deep 3rd and 10-yard flat zones. He'll pick up more than a first down. In fact, they're in the red zone at the 20-yard line.
It's that route running of Adams there, just unbelievable routes.
And the first time out here by the Green Bay Packers, looks like they had some wrong formations out there, trying to sort out some subs, and looks like they got it wrong. Avoid the bad play, or avoid maybe an illegal substitution penalty, they take the timeout.
Definitely some miscoaching there. Not really sure what's going on.
Aaron Rodgers comes out in a heavy set. 2 tight ends in the I formation. He's going to hand this one off to A.J. Dillon, who's tackled again by Roquan Smith. Roquan Smith's been all over the field so far this first drive. 2 tackles for short gains on the run and a big knockdown on a corner route in man coverage. He's been outstanding so far.
Oh, and Mack is going to be out all game, it looks like. He was out on the injury report. I did forget that. Let me go ahead and pull up the injury report for this game so we can go ahead and take a little bit of a closer look.
A little look-see at that. It definitely hurts the Bears. Not as much of an edge presence. They don't necessarily have the depth on those front line positions as they used to. And that's a big blow as they get another tackle for a short gain on the run. But this time there's going to be a penalty flag down. Holding is the call. That Chicago defense will accept it and take him back 10 yards. 2nd and 17, now outside the red zone from the 27. Rodgers in the gun. He's got Jones in the backfield. Drops back to pass. He's got plenty of time. Looks for Jones on a checkdown route. Everyone was covered deep, but Aaron Rodgers making a rare mistake there and overthrowing his receiver. It's going to bring up a 3rd and very, very long.
It's not something you normally see by Rodgers there with overthrow, but every once in a while they'll get away from you.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us. Aaron Rodgers in the gun here, bunched to his right. He has so much time in that pocket. Nobody's open, though. He's going to have to check this one down to Jones, and they'll settle for the field goal.
Yeah, it looks like Khalil Mack's going to be out of this game with a broken finger. Who's going to be out for 2 weeks?
My goodness. That's not necessarily what the Bears want to see in this early season. You know, there have been some there are 3 teams in this NFC North division that have been very successful so far in the early stages. Chicago and the Packers clearly here. Chicago's lost a few close games, and so have the Packers, but they're both highly talented teams with talented coaching. And the Minnesota Vikings pulled off a huge upset win against the undefeated Panthers this week. So that division's really up for grabs.
Yeah, and Chicago actually takes another blow here, losing their other outside linebacker, Tanner Muse. 90 speed, 90 acceleration, so they're really low on that depth in the linebacker spot.
Yeah, not a lot of edge pressure. You know, maybe look out for Akeem Hicks, that big defensive tackle. He'll have to make a big impact today. Justin Fields in the pocket to pass. He's got Cole Kmet. He beats coverage. He's got so much space down the sideline. Cross midfield to the 40, to the 35. He's pushed out of bounds finally. On the first play that Fields throws the ball, it's a 44-yard gain.
Yeah, that entire side of the field was open. I wonder what the Green Bay Packers were thinking, having the coverage all the way on the other side of the field.
Blown coverage there as Field comes under center. Double tight end set. Montgomery's in the backfield. Going to try to make some audibles as the play clock runs down. He's going to hand off to Montgomery. There is space, and he gets up to the 30 from the 36. It'll bring up a 2nd and 4. Fields again with 2 tight ends. This time both to the weak side. He's under center. Montgomery's still in the backfield. He's got 2 wideouts out there right now. Play clock's running down quite low. He does get the snap off. He gets instant pressure and has to throw this one. But he overthrows the slants to Allen Robinson, and it'll be incomplete.
Yeah, the slants were open there. He just wasn't able to get the throw off with the pressure being there instantaneously.
Yeah, you don't want to force anything here because, you know, they're in some healthy field goal range as it is, and tied score is better than a losing score. As Field runs a read option, he's going to have plenty of space. He's going to get it up past the first down marker for 5 yards. It'll bring up first down, showing his mobility there to move the chains.
Yeah, that's the mobility that you're not going to get out of Dalton. So that's why they drafted him, and that's what you're going to get out of him. Definitely should be using that all throughout the game, and then sling it downfield when they're least expecting it.
Most definitely, and Montgomery's no slouch there at running back either. Creates some problems for this Packers defense and many more, trying to determine who has the ball. They're on the same kind of play this time around. This time he gives it to Montgomery. He's going to try to get up the middle. Not much success for only a gain of 2. They're 3 yards shy of the red zone, 2nd and 8. Fields will come out in a shotgun this time. Tariq Cohen now in the backfield to his right. Double bunch set. Fields got time in the pocket, tries to force the hook route to his tight end. The coverage is really good there. It'll be knocked away incomplete, 3rd down.
Yeah, he got away with one there, almost threw an interception. Definitely had some room to run there as well. They're down.
In the gun again, Cohen still in the backfield. An identifier of a passing down, and he will. Let's drop back to pass. He's got time. He finds Tariq Cohen. He's open in the in the slant. He's open on the flat. He won't be able to take it up to the first down, though. Only 5 yards gained before he's wrapped around the ankles at the sidelines. It'll bring out the field goal unit here.
Yeah, he just wasn't able to slip up there for the first down. Thought he had it open there for a second, but that gap was closed instantaneously.
Kick is up. Kick is good from the 18-yard line. That'll be 3 points. The game is tied 3-3. 2 minutes, 5 seconds left in this first quarter, and still plenty of football to go.
All in all, not a bad drive there by the Bears. Finally got away with one on that interception. Finally dropped that there, got lucky, but they able to put 3 points on the board, come away with tying the game.
Yeah, and the big play by Cole Kmet, really the energizer so far for the Bears offense. They weren't able to get anything else going in the pass game, having to check down to Tariq Cohen for the only other completion on the drive. This time, Aaron Rodgers is going to stretch it out to Jones. He's got so much space, makes one man miss, tackled by another. He's going to get it up to the 47 from the 25-yard line. Big run there as they sent pressure that Bears defense, and Aaron Jones was able to bounce it around outside.
Yeah, once Aaron Jones hits the outside, he's good for at least 10, 15 yards, if not more. That's just the minimum.
And Rodgers in the gun here. Bears send pressure. Rodgers going to be under pressure as he throws, and he just barely misses his receiver a little too high in what could have been another 15-yard play.
Yeah, he sensed that pressure coming on his backside, got the ball out of there a little earlier than he wanted to, and overthrew his man just over his head by a foot or two.
Not the end of the world, though, as it's only second down now. Aaron Rodgers in the gun, Jones still in the backfield, Tonyan, tight end to his right. He's going to find Tonyan in the flat. Quick little zone beater there as he'll gain 7 yards and make it a third and manageable.
I would expect Tonyan to have a pretty big game here. Third and 3.
Rodgers, he's got a double bunch set out there in the gun. He's going to hand it off to Jones, and Roquan Smith, once again, is having none of that. A gain of little, make it a gain of 1, and the Packers are going to have to punt this ball away. They've had no success running it up the middle. Plenty around the outside, though.
Yeah, they should definitely stick to the outside run game right now. That seems to be where their success is. The inside just hasn't been so successful for them.
And a flag there on the punt return. It'll bring them back to the 6-yard line. So Justin Fields will have to drive the length of the entire field to get any points out of this one, as Jakeem Grant wasn't able to get a return out of anything along with a penalty. It'll be bad field position. But Montgomery, a cheeky run up the B-gap, makes one defender miss. There was nobody around on that play. It's a huge gain to the 34-yard line. And that'll be the end of the first quarter here.
Green Bay really lucky they were able to catch up to Montgomery there. He was almost taking that one to the house. Lucky they were able to shoestring tackle him from behind and gang tackle him.
Yeah,
definitely been 7 off the board.
An incredibly unfortunate play call from the Packers there. They sent the safety opposite side of Montgomery. That left a B-gap open and only one man back there to really defend at the second level. He made that one miss. Luckily, others were able to pursue. They go back to the ground game on first down here for the first play of the second quarter. Tariq Cohen sits his first carry of the day, and it'll be a gain of 5.
Second and 5 here.
Fields in the gun. He's got Kmet, Grant, and Mooney to his right. Robinson to his left. He's going to huck this. A little hook to Grant. Zone beater there. Those defenders were carried deep by a big post and dig route, and Grant was left wide open underneath. Fields in the gun now. Bit of a heavy set here. His 2 tight ends are to his right. Montgomery's back in the field. He's going to hand this to Montgomery. but Clark and a combination of the linebackers stuffs the inside run for a loss of 1, second and 11 coming up now.
Yeah, that's that inside stuff there. Definitely not able to get that inside. They should definitely stick to the outside.
Sending 5 here. Field is under pressure. He's going to have to roll out, but he finds Grant on the in route. It's going to be a gain of 10 and more. Takes it up to the 35-yard line. First down, Bears.
Yeah, that's that mobility of Fields there, escaping the pocket, extending the play, finding the receiver downfield.
Yeah, you wonder if Andy Dalton would have been able to get away from Kenny Clark there. The answer might be no, but Justin Fields, on the other hand, he makes that play a first down.
I think the answer is absolutely not.
I don't know, man. Old Red might have some days left in him, but it certainly isn't for the Bears anymore. He's a backup, at least here.
Absolutely. This is Fields' team now.
Fields on the play action. He's going to look deep for Allen Robinson in a one-on-one coverage, and it'll be knocked away. He had to get that one off. They sent pressure, and he could have been sacked on that play.
Yeah, he just got that one off just in time. Receiver almost had it. One-on-one coverage. Just couldn't come away with it.
Kmet Grant and Mooney to the right. Cohen and Robinson to the left. Fields is all alone, empty in the backfield. A clear passing down here. He's going to snap it. Have a bit of time. He's going to have to bump up in the pocket. Look for Darnell Mooney on the corner route, and he'll be open. Defender tried to jump that and get the interception. But he undershot it a little bit. Came over his head. It'll be a first down Bears, and now it's into the red zone on the 14-yard line.
Yeah, what awareness by Fields, not to just take off and run with it, but to step up in the pocket and deliver a dime. You know, not using his legs there to just get the 5 yards, but to look down the field and really pick up the big play.
Another TFL there. A loss of 1 for Montgomery. Everything in between the tackles has been stuffed on either side of the field for these teams. But the Bears have done a great job. They've burned off a ton of clock with these running plays here in the second quarter. There's only 5:45 left in the second quarter itself, and the Bears are in scoring position.
Yeah, I wonder what the coach keeps on running those plays up the middle for. He hasn't seen it already, and it looks like they're going to do it again.
Oh, and a missed blocking assignment there by their left guard results in a gain of nothing, maybe even a bit of a loss. Still marked 3rd and 11 on the 15-yard line. You'll bring up 3rd down. There is a chance to gain the first down while not scoring the touchdown, but you know, if you're going to get 11 yards from the 15, you may as well score it anyways. Isn't that right, Mark?
Yeah, absolutely. Going to need to score here.
Fields in the gun. He's got Tariq Cohen on the angle route. Linebackers were sent on a blitz. That means Cohen's wide open for the Bears touchdown.
Yeah, and it looks like he audibled to the linebacker blitz there because the play art showed he was in his zone. So if he would have left his linebackers in his zone, he was wouldn't have been easy as a walk-in touchdown there for him.
Yeah, Went made the prediction that he was okay to send linebackers since they've been trying to throw those corner routes so much, but not that time. He throws a little angle route. Great play calling there by the veteran BB. Gives him a 7-point lead, 10-3 with the extra point. Now with 4 minutes and 54 seconds left in this half, Green Bay will have a chance to drive down the field and tie it all up.
Let's see if Aaron Rodgers can come out here in the 4-minute drill and put something together.
In the gun, he's passing this time, but he gets instant pressure off the edge. He tried to roll out, and guess who it is? It's Akeem Hicks. We noted that he might have to make an impact with some star pass rushers out, and he just did.
You know, Aaron Rodgers was way back in the pocket where it looked like the pocket was still open, and he looked like he could have stepped up instead of rolling back and out. Definitely making the wrong moves there.
Yeah, zigged when he should have zagged here, and it brings up a 2nd and 22 from their own 7-yard line. Rodgers back to pass again. Bears send pressure. He has to throw this one to avoid the safety, but it's going to be a wide open Adams he finds, who sheds off one defender. Will be tackled by the next, all the way up to the 43-yard line. Huge gain there, as the Bears sent tons of pressure and ended up in man coverage.
Yeah, massive gain there to the outside. Adams just a great route runner.
Now maybe back to the running game. Aaron Rodgers in a heavy set. 3 tight ends to his right. It'll be Aaron Jones trying to stretch it, but Roquan Smith read it perfectly. And once again, that's a tackle for loss against a running game.
A tackle for loss here on this run game on both sides of the ball.
Rodgers back to pass. He's got plenty of time. Rolling out left to buy himself some time. He's got nobody open. He's going to have to try to throw this one away. And Adams makes a great read as a defender, and he's going to be tackled at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, Adams making the read and getting upfield. Definitely buying its quarterback some time. Aaron Rodgers delivers a beautiful pass.
Aaron Jones now, he's up the B gap on the weak side, and he'll get 10 yards out of it. Not quite the first down, though. We got 2nd and inches on the 4-yard line.
And here we go into the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, that running play will bring up the 2-minute warning. Not enough clock to get another play off. It'll be interesting to see how the Packers play this. Try to get an outside run, perhaps. Rodgers under center, 2 tight ends to his right. He's got the I formation. He'll go right up the A gap with A.J. Dillon. He's going to dive for the end zone, and he's going to be knocked right into it. One in the air, made a diving leap. Good play.
That was all second effort there by A.J. Dillon. He made the dive and continued to roll his way forward and bounce his way off of anybody in his way. Great second effort.
Extra point is good. After that drive, it leaves 1:57 left on the clock, and that could be another chance for Justin Fields to drive down and put the Bears back in the lead.
Yeah, absolutely. With a whole 1:57 left with 3 timeouts, that's basically the entire game you have there to go and put some points on the board.
Fields will be in the gun, double bunch set. Tariq Cohen out of the backfield as well. He gets it to Darnell Mooney, who makes one defender miss with a slick juke move. He's going to get it up to the 44-yard line on the first down play.
Mooney on the juke move there, getting them the extra yardage they need, especially on this 2-minute drill to get them into field goal range.
Fields in the gun again. He's got Kmet tight end to his right. Packers send a ton of pressure. He's going to find Cole Kmet on a little zig route. He's going to take one defender out of bounds with him. First down.
And it looks like the clock's going to keep on rolling here.
Yeah, must have had that knee down before his shoulder reached out of bounds. Crucial there. Time running off the clock for the Bears, who didn't get a timeout off.
Looks like they're going to save all their timeouts.
Yeah, once they get into field goal range, they might start using them, try to take some shots to the end zone. But for now, Fields trying to coordinate this offense and can't get the plays right. No one's organized, and they will have to take their first timeout with 45 seconds left in this first half.
Yeah, and that's really wasting a timeout there. You really can't afford that, especially with a young rookie quarterback out there. Definitely not what you want.
Grant Robinson to his left on the strong side. Kmet and Mooney to his right. Tariq Cohen's in the backfield here. Fields passing on first down. It'll be Smith. Zadarius Smith getting right through, shedding that offensive line, and getting a sack on Justin Fields. It'll only be a loss of 3, but crucially, they have to take their second timeout to stop that clock from running down.
Yeah, Fields just really not sure what to do. All the receivers were covered downfield. Had nowhere to escape. Just took the sack. Lucky he didn't come away with the fumble. Tucked it away. Down.
Yeah,
on to the next play.
A decent decision there by the rookie in these bright lights. And he'll come out in the gun again. Cohen still in the backfield. Kmet Mooney. Perriman now out to his right. Allen Robinson to his left. Smith coming again. Fields makes a miss, though. He's going to find Allen Robinson on the dig. He's got one man left to beat to the end zone. He's going to go out of bounds, pushing him out to the 1 yard line. But oh my goodness, this could be coming back. There's a flag on the field.
Oh, that was a late flag on the play there. You wonder when that holding call came in.
Yeah, behind the play for sure. Cole Kmet going to be called for holding, trying to block some defenders downfield. It brings him out to the 20-yard line, except versus the 1 yard line. 32 seconds left. Oh my goodness, Fields looking for Robinson on the wide side. He looked to be covered to perfection. Looked to be an interception even. But somehow the defender let it slip right through his hands, and it's an Allen Robinson touchdown reception. With the extra point here, the Bears are going to go up 17-10.
Can't believe my eyes. I thought that was an interception all day. I can't believe that ball snuck by there. He was able to grab that. What a dime pass by Rodgers. Or by Fields, sorry.
Oh, no problem. With a throw like that, you think it might be Rodgers. And now 30 seconds left. It'll be Taylor bringing the kick out against the Bears, and he'll only get to the 21-yard line. It'll be 26 seconds Aaron Rodgers has to try to get some points back for the half.
Yeah, and you know Aaron Rodgers, he's going to come out here slinging, see if he can get him into field goal range. They still have 2 timeouts. Look for him to throw it to the outside of the field here.
That's exactly what he'll do. He comes out in the gun, empty formation. There's no one back there. He's looking for Adams on the deep ball, but it'll be knocked away by Burns, and that'll be second down. Crucially, though, it knocks off only 6 seconds, down to 20 seconds left in this half.
And they took the deep shot right away. Didn't look for the outside, just kind of looking for the score on the first play, maybe catching the Bears off guard. But let's see if they look to play to the outside of the field here.
Rodgers, he's got Jones in the backfield now, has some time. He's going to look once again for Adams deep. He's going to catch it over Burns this time. Burns can't make the tackle. Adams going to be free to the 10. Touchdown, Packers.
And that is unbelievable. Aaron Rodgers dropping back and just having faith in Adams to go up and just moss his one-on-one coverage on the outside.
And with a good extra point, once again we have a tied game. 9 seconds left. 17-17. Now this, I'd like to say it would be the score going into half, but, I have a feeling it might not be.
Yeah, you never know what Fields is going to come out trying here to do. Maybe run it off, see if they can pop off for a big run, see if they can get a big pass play. You never know. Or they could come out in a QB kneel.
And that's exactly what they'll do. They'll just say, all right, glad to play in the first half. We'll see you in the second half. Fields takes the knee, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half here in this primetime matchup. Chicago 17, Green Bay 17. And the halftime stats are impressive for both sides. No turnovers, only a few sacks to speak of, and a lot of success through the passing game for both these teams.
It's a big possibility that we're going to be looking back on this game, looking back on the last drive of that half for the Green Bay Packers and saying that could be the difference maker in this game. Only time will tell, but let's go ahead and see. Kickoff here, second half.
Touchback there for Chicago. Went out of the back of the end zone. They'll have no chance to return that one. They'll bring out to the 25 for the first drive of the second.
Let's see what Fields comes out here in. He comes out behind center.
Play action here. He's going to have not a whole bunch of options, but he'll find Mooney on the curl to his left. First down.
Mooney just wide open, sitting over there to the left. They had his own coverage, but just no defenders picked him up. It looked like maybe they were playing the deep ball.
Yeah, most definitely there. They were looking for him to break it into a streak. Maybe a hook and go they were protecting, but it's just a hook. And we'll bring him up to the 43-yard line on a first down.
Hook, no go.
That's right, Mark. A hook, no go. Tries to motion Mooney over. It'll just get set before the play clock expires. And he'll send this one deep to Allen Robinson, and just like Adams, Robinson will come up with a big one-on-one catch. Make it 1-on-2 as the safety also got there from the other side of the field. It'll be a huge gain up to the 26-yard line for Allen Robinson and the Bears.
This division rivalry is really shaping up to be a great one for many years to come. You can tell Fields is definitely showing that he's going to be competitive throughout this entire division.
And Fields had to get that one away basically immediately as a lot of pressure was coming on that play. But to protect him from said pressure, it looks like his O-line held there, and it'll be 1st and 20 after the accepted penalty.
And we have a thriller here. 17, third quarter, 8 minutes left. Fields in the shotgun. And Fields taken down with a sack. And who is that? Darius Smith with his second sack of the evening, coming down right through the middle and taking Fields down for yet another sack.
Yeah, he had multiple guys coming through the pocket late in that play. Zadarius got to him first and was able to take him down. Fields tried to get the ball off, but it wasn't soon enough. They still drop back to pass here again, 2nd and 24. He looks deep to the one-on-one for Robinson, and guess who comes up with it? It's the receiver, the big man himself, Mr. Allen Robinson III. A touchdown throw, and with the extra point, it'll be 24-17 for the Bears.
Allen Robinson, absolutely beautiful catch, beautiful route, and looks like this is going to be Justin Fields' receiver going forward. And let's see if they can work out something long term and keep him in here for the remainder of Justin Fields' career.
And Taylor's going to break 1-2 tackles on the kick return, being able to take it up to the 26. A good effort out of them there. Give him touchback field position for Aaron Rodgers.
And here we go.
Rodgers now a handoff to Jones up the middle, but like every inside rushing play in this game you've seen from either side, it goes nowhere.
Yeah, the coaches still haven't adjusted to that inside stuff. They're not running it to the outside, and when they do, they're able to come away with 4, 5, 6, 10 yards. But then they go back to the inside and get stuck. Don't know why they continue to do that.
Rodgers has pressure there. His left guard seemed to be lost in no man's land. Thought he was out for a Sunday picture. He certainly wasn't doing anything blocking-wise. It's a sack. 3rd and 18 now for the Packers.
Aaron Rodgers not going to be happy about that one. He's had no pressure here, no time to throw with all this pressure here these past couple downs.
He'll have to throw here, as he does have time this time around, and he's going to find Adams on a deep corner route. Aaron Rodgers able to perfectly lob that one over the defenders. They came out into cover 6 there, and they weren't able to get to Adams in time. That's another huge play by the star receiver. It takes him over midfield to the 37. And this time, Aaron Rodgers is going to find his favorite target from the days of old, Randall Cobb, for 10 yards and a first down on the end route.
Yeah, Randall Cobb rejoining Aaron Rodgers here in Green Bay was an awesome sight to see. Demanded him back, got him back. It's awesome to see him being used.
Rodgers, he'll find Cobb again on the out route. He's got plenty of space. He can make a break for the end zone. He will. He dives, and he'll get there before the contact. Touchdown, Packers.
I'm showing exactly why Packers were right by re-signing him when Aaron Rodgers wanted him back here.
Yeah, he might be an older man. He might not have quite the step he used to, but he shows he has enough in the tank to outrun some defenders and get that one in for 6.
Absolutely. His physicals aren't there, but his connection with Rodgers is there. When your connection with Rodgers is there, he's going to find you on the field.
Yeah, he hadn't seen any action all game, but back-to-back plays there will combine him for about 40 yards and a touchdown. Exactly what you want to see out of a safety valve for Aaron Rodgers. Fields now heavy set with the fullback. They'll go outside, and guess what? They found yardage as Montgomery will take it up from the 25 to the 41-yard line. Lots of big gains here on the outside running game.
Once again, that outside, open, clear lanes. Now let's see if they make the mistake and run it back on the inside here.
Fields under center, double tight end set. He'll drop back to pass, though. He's going to have Darnell Mooney on the slant. He'll make the throw as he's hit. Impressive stuff there for Fields.
Yeah, Fields able to find the receiver there with the pressure as he's getting hit. Was delivered a little short, but Mooney able to make the adjustment. Great catch.
Fields in the gun now. He's got two tight ends to his right. He'll hand this ball off to Montgomery up the middle, and he'll get nothing. 2 yards there.
They sent blitz on the left side. Run was up the right. Still able to get nothing.
Fields got plenty of time. He's going to roll a little bit out to his right to find Robinson on the end. And he'll be complete for a gain of 12. And they'll make it up to the 36-yard line now for a first down. Outside handoff here to Montgomery. He's going to roll over the safety, Savage. But Savage did a good enough job holding on to him. It'll only be a gain of 3 as Montgomery tripped over.
Gotta love those hits where the running back just piles into the DB, pulls right through him.
Tariq Cohen in the backfield now. Fields is going to try to run a read option and gets nowhere. He'll lose 3 yards there, negates the first down running play, and it brings up 3rd and 10.
This is a big 3rd and 10 here. They want to come away with points. They want to come away, put themselves in a better opportunity for a field goal if needed. So let's see what they do here.
He's going to find Robinson on the seam. That was perfectly placed. The safety came down off from the deep end, and that left the seam wide open for those 2 coverage units to get there.
Yeah, the second Fields saw the safety come down, he just let that ball fly.
He's going to have tons of pressure here. Oh my goodness. And you know what? On what could have been Fields' big touchdown pass again, he makes maybe the first wrong read of the day. He had multiple guys open in the end zone, tried to check it down with pressure in his face. Maybe he just didn't see him.
Yeah, all he had to do was get it up over that pressure, and that was a touchdown all day.
Goes to the ground game on second, and he'll lose yardage. Actually, he'll lose 2 as he comes back to the 7-yard line, 3rd and goal.
And it's going to be a shame here if they don't come away with 7 points. They look to be on such a great drive here. Let's see what Fields is able to do.
No one opens. Darius Smith was getting some pressure on him. Had to check it down. It's 4th down from the 3-yard line.
Zadarius Smith has been in his face all game. 2 sacks now on the evening. Couple pressure hits. Tackles for losses. He's looking to have a nice game.
They could go for it here. It's a bit of a risky move, but they'll take the 3 points to go up into the lead. Santos is on the field. His kick is up. His kick is good. Score at 27-24 for the Bears.
Yeah, I like that call there. You take the points. This has been a close game, back and forth. So, you know, you're gonna need those points in the end of this game. So you take them. Put the pressure on Green Bay.
Taylor is going to return another kick, get to the 24 this time. He's been getting decent yardage here on these kick returns.
Yeah, it's always nice when you're starting in nice field position.
3 tight ends to his right. Rogers will stretch it to Jones, makes Roquan Smith miss, but he'll be taken down by the defensive end as he tried to cut back up the middle.
Aaron Jones turned a little nothing into something.
Yeah, what could have been a loss of 2 will get a gain of 2 after Gibson takes him down. Crucial yardage, if anything, for these Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, absolutely. Keeping that ball moving forward, the clock moving. That moves them into the fourth down now, or fourth quarter. Here we are. First play of the first quarter. Aaron Rodgers back in shotgun.
Rodgers in the gun. He has plenty of time. He's rolling out way to his left to try to find somebody open. He'll have to throw this one away before the contact reaches him.
Aaron Rodgers seems to be dropping further and further back throughout this game. I'm not sure on the strategy, but it seems to he seems to be going pretty far back there.
He'll drop back again. This time he finds Tonyan under the middle, but terrible awareness there by the tight end as he doesn't get across the first down marker and instead just tucks it in. He must have thought he was across because he just tucked the ball in and went down.
Yeah, I think he was thinking that he was going to get the roll forward animation, and he just kind of sat in right where he caught the ball, and he did not get that first down there.
No, he did not. It results in a punt, and the Bears will start from their own 23-yard line.
And we've got a game. The Bears may be able to go up 2 scores here if they're able to come away with a touchdown. Would be a huge cushion.
Handoff here to Montgomery. Finds some space up the weak side. B-gap. He gets it all the way to the first down marker, but not quite across. 2nd and 1. Fields will be under center again. They run a little trap play, and it's still successful. Montgomery gets another good gain, this time of 8 yards and a first down.
That's the play you want. You just need the first down, get that clock moving. And the Bears looking just to milk away this fourth quarter, come away with 7 points.
And an effective running game here could drain a lot of this quarter's time, and to go up by 2 scores could very well do it. Fields a motion, Komet across to the weak side, snap this one. He's going to go play action here. He has, oh my goodness, it's Shaquem Grant, wide open, spin move, makes one man miss. It'll take the second to bring him out of bounds at the 27-yard line.
Wow, what a spin move there. The defender looked like he was predicting a juke move, dove inside, and he hit him with the spin move to the outside, and that was beautiful.
What isn't beautiful is the ensuing play. It'll be a loss of 2 on a stretch play attempt by David Montgomery. It's Campbell that time coming up with the tackle. Second and 12 from the 29-yard line. Fields in the gun. Robinson Grant to his left. Komet and Mooney to his right. Ooh, a risky pass there to Komet across the middle. He was going into another zone. Almost got lit up. He let that ball fly over his head to keep his own head on his shoulders.
Yeah, he definitely got away with one there. You can't be leading your receivers into that kind of protection. They're going to get their clock knocked off.
Fields, empty set as he motions his running back out. He's going to be hit as he throws, but Mooney able to play some decent defense over the middle, as that post could have easily been intercepted, but he seemed to get his hand in there maybe and knock it away.
And that's a big stop by the Packers here, holding them to 3. Leaves this. Oh, and it looks like he's going to shank the punt or the kick here, and
that's exactly what happens. Could have gone up by 6, giving them a field goal cushion. But Santos is going to miss wide right, and that's going to result in a Green Bay attempt of a drive coming from the 36-yard line.
And that's really great starting field position. And then on the first play of the drive, Aaron Jones able to come away with 8 yards. 2nd and 3, fourth quarter, 6 minutes to go. 24-27, Chicago Bears.
Rodgers going to hand it off again on the second down play to Jones up the middle. It'll get him the first down and a little bit more. Takes him up to the 48-yard line, 1st and 10 now.
The Green Bay Packers are looking to have the same exact game plan the Bears had. Milk the clock down, go ahead with a touchdown, and win this game.
Rodgers looking for Jones on the check down underneath. Makes one man miss. He'll be tackled by ensuing defensive lineman. 7-yard gain that time. 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line will be the result.
Aaron Rodgers coming out under center.
Rodgers hands it up the middle to Jones. He spins off the defender as he goes down, and he will get first down yardage. Great second effort there by Aaron Jones to get the chains moving.
That may bring this one down to the 2-minute warning if they can keep the clock going for the remainder of this drive.
Rodgers handing off to Aaron Jones. He had so much daylight up the middle, but the D lineman, a combination of Hicks and company, were able to take him down.
Yeah, if he just got through there a split second earlier, he had nothing but green, and I don't think anybody was going to catch him. They really got lucky there with that last second hand on him.
Rodgers in the gun, double bunch formations out. Aaron Jones is going to vacate the pocket as well. They'll try to find Aaron Jones, but he's covered well, and it'll be knocked away and complete. 3rd and 5 now from the 37-yard line.
So coming down to the wire here, 3rd and 5, 4th quarter, 3 minutes left.
And maybe a bit far back for Mason Crosby to tack at 3 points on the board, but, there's a possibility he could. He's going to look deep for Amari Rodgers. That play will be jumped by the safety and knocked away. 4th and 5. He went for the interception, couldn't hold on to it. I'm going to bring out the field goal team.
Almost picked there. Oh, and he looks like he's not going to get this field goal.
Mason Crosby, he's not even wide left, but he's also short. Look at those two combinations don't result in 3 points, but what it does result in is the Bears football.
Bears football in great field position. They may be able to milk this one away here.
3 minutes and 16 seconds left from their own 44-yard line. The Bears could very well run this ball out, get a couple first downs, and then the fat lady might sing. It might be over.
I agree. 2 first downs puts this one away.
Bears coaching staff, however, not ready to put the offense on the field, and they'll end up having to take a delay of game or something. This is very weird. Hold on. Nope. Sorry, it's just Madden being stupid. They'll still be on the 44-yard line. Justin Fields takes the ball on first down. He's going to hand this one off to David Montgomery up the middle, and one of the most successful rushing plays up the middle of the day for the Bears will give him 3 yards.
And let's see what they do here. The clock is now rolling. Are they going to bring it out to the air? Are they going to keep it on the ground?
The possibility is wide open. You could see a little bit of play-action rollout from the ever-mobile Justin Fields. Try to extend the play for even longer than you can. But he'll hand it off to Williams now, up the left side. His first carry of the day will get 5 yards. 3rd and 2 will be the ensuing yardage. That play should take them to the 2-minute warning. They have a couple seconds in hand on the shot clock compared to the game clock. They'll take this down to 2 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. And you got to imagine Green Bay's going to burn their first timeout on the first play going after the 2-minute warning.
Justin Fields trying to get the Packers with a false cadence there. A little bit of a fake snap. But they won't bite. They knew exactly what he was going to try to do. 3rd and 2 now. 2-minute warning. 48-yard line across midfield. It's Justin Fields with the ball, able to put away Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers in their first meeting of this rivalry.
Fields in the shotgun.
He's got Tariq Cohen to his left, Cole Kmet, tight end to his right, Grant and Mooney also to his right. Allen Robinson all alone to his left. He's going to hand this off to Tariq Cohen. A little bit of an RPO there. And guess what? The running game results in a loss of yards. Zadarius Smith getting him in the backfield. It results in what will have to be a punt here for the Chicago Bears.
Do you like that call there?
You know, I really don't. I would have loaded up that box and tried another stretch play that's been working so often. They tried a little inside zone RPO and it just didn't work out for them. But I don't know if it'll matter because all the way down at the 1 yard line, an outstanding punt there will trap Aaron Rodgers literally on the 1 yard line, right on his own goal line. I mean, Aaron Rodgers comes back from a lot, but if he comes back from this, we'll have to write it in the history books.
Yeah, absolutely. A 99-yard drive to come back and win the game against a division rival would be something.
First down rush to get him a little bit of breathing room results in a gain of 3. Akeem Hicks on the tackle there. Roquan Smith went for the kill shot for the safety and just barely missed.
Rodgers is going to have to put something together quickly here.
Double bunch in the gun. Aaron Jones vacates the backfield. Rodgers going to roll left to find some time. It'll be going up a corner route to Cobb. Will be knocked away by the safety.
Great coverage, knocked down by the safety there. Definitely was going to be able to put on some yards there on that play.
Rodgers under center now, triple bunch to his right, lone receiver to his left. He's got some time in the pocket. He's got pressure though. Backs up all the way to the end of his end zone. He'll find Tonyan on a post. Little angle route, very deep angle route there from Tonyan. He'll take him out to the 23-yard line. And it'll be a first down. Crucially, though, the clock is still running. No timeout was called.
And this is going to be huge here. That was such a huge play there by Tonyan, finding the soft spot, getting that first down. But the clock is moving here. They are going to have to move quickly.
Rodgers in the gun. He's got so much time. He's going to roll out right. And wide open, he finds Cobb across midfield all the way to the 35-yard line. Incredible read there by the late connection of Aaron Rodgers and Randall Cobb.
It's Randall Cobb just sitting there and finding the soft spot, knowing what Rodgers was thinking, when Rodgers was rolling out, and that's that connection that he was looking for.
They'll burn their second timeout. They don't want to try to run down across the field, but from the 34-yard line now, it's Rodgers again in the gun. He'll find his target. It's Tonyan on the corner route all the way down to the 8-yard line. And with 41 seconds left, this touchdown's possible.
Yeah, now they're not thinking tie. They're thinking, I want to win this game. And Rodgers is thinking, he can do it.
Yeah, referees converged there for a little while. He had to tap the toes in. They just want to make sure he indeed did get the toes in. Ruling is, yes, Tonyan did get the toes in. And it'll be first down and goal from the 8-yard line with 41 seconds left. One timeout. Aaron Rodgers has a chance to make maybe his most illustrious fourth quarter comeback yet.
Yeah, look for that toe drag swag there on Good Morning Football.
Definitely a highlight play there from Robert Tonyan. And you know what? I wonder if they go to the ground. They only have one timeout left here in this fourth quarter. But from the 8-yard line, you may as do you try a run? Do you try to sweep something outside, Mark?
I do. I want to get this clock rolling here. You know, you run it to the outside, you run up to the line for a passing play. And, you know, it gives you 2 plays out of that and reserves your timeout.
Rodgers under center, Tonyan to his right. He will hand this ball off to Jones. He's got some room up the middle. He'll be taken down by a gang of defenders at the 5-yard line. Not quite the success they were looking for. But this time, it'll be a Bears timeout. You know, they knew the Packers were trying to score with a 0 on the clock. The Bears want that ball back if there actually will be a score.
Yeah, absolutely. Bears, you doing the smart thing there by calling the timeout. Now that puts Green Bay in a situation. Do they make Bears use another timeout by running the ball here? force them in a stickier situation by giving them only one timeout?
It might be. They've got the fullback there and Tanya to the right. They're going to stretch this one to Aaron Jones. And look who it is, Roquan Smith, making an absolute beast of a stop for no yardage. And that'll be another timeout called by the Bears, as there's 24 seconds left now in the fourth quarter from 3rd and goal on the 5-yard line.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the Green Bay Packers were waiting to see. They were waiting to see if the Bears were going to call it.
Rodgers going to try to throw a bubble screen here, and he won't get it. It's a completion to Amari Rodgers, but it'll be a loss of 2. And my goodness, time's running all the way off the clock. Green Bay is going to attempt a game-tying field goal with zeros.
And it looks like we're going to go into overtime here as long as he doesn't shank this field goal.
Mason
Chicago
Crosby has made one today, and he royally missed a really deep one, short and wide as well. This one from the 7-yard line, an easy chip shot, but from so close in on the hash mark, it is quite a tight angle.
And the Bears going to freeze the kicker here.
Yeah, looking to ice him, looking to get in Crosby's head, or at least try to get himself in his own head. It's a possibility. It's a small possibility, but he might miss this one. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen in this game of Madden.
Here we are. Fans are loud, stadium's rocking. Crosby ready to take the kick. Snap is good, hold is good, it's up, and it's wide! It's wide! The Chicago Bears will take the victory. Mason Crosby wide left from the 7-yard line. Fields taking a knee. That's it. That's all he wrote.
Wow, what a game changer there. Yeah, that's not something that we saw coming. We definitely thought this game was going in overtime with that ball being closer than an extra point. And you just did not see Mason Crosby missing that one.
My goodness. What an absolute stunner of a game. I'd love to see the press conference Aaron Rodgers is going to have after this one. Drove all the way from his own 1-yard line down to inside the 10 just for Mason Crosby to miss the last-second field goal. My goodness. What a performance. What a game. Now let's talk about Justin Fields for a little bit. The rookie was incredible, wasn't he?
The rookie was great in this game. He threw under pressure. He got out of the pocket when he needed. He stepped up into the pocket when the pocket was collapsing on the sides. He made all the right reads. He put his team in a position to win late in a game and make the stops. And, he did everything that he needed to do here in this game to come away with the victory.
Sure did. Both quarterbacks up and over 350 yards passing in this game. Quite incredible. On the ground, Jones and Montgomery came up with 73 and 72 yards each. A few carries to other backs here and there. A.J. Dillon with a notable touchdown goal line carry. It's Allen Robinson. Came up with 5 receptions for 131 yards. Big day for the Bears. And Devontae Adams, 5 catches for 230 and a touchdown. Was huge for the Packers to keep them in the game when the Fields was just on fire in the first half.
Yeah, that was an absolute game. And let's see if we can get one of the coaches here in the booth to join us for a little pre-game show.
Now on the defensive side, big standout for the Packers was, of course, Darius Smith. He was in the backfield all game, had some sacks, had some tackles for loss in the running game. And on the Bears side, and what was a worrying outing is they've lost 2 very prominent pass rushers. They came away with the big performance by Akeem Hicks, finding some sacks and some pressure.
And we're working on getting the Packers coach here into the booth. I just have to assign him the media role here. All right, we have the Packers are in the booth, I believe. Let me just go ahead and check.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can.
You betcha.
What is going on, Coach?
We couldn't get pressure. I mean, it's fucking bullshit. It really is. Devontae had cramps halfway through the third. He had to go out. It killed us.
Yeah, Coach. What can you what happened in that second half of the game? It seemed like you guys were definitely going to come away with the victory. You had control there towards the end of the game. What happened?
We just choked it. I mean, couldn't get pressure on Fields. Devontae, like I said, had cramps. He had to sit the second half. He was on track to get over 500 yards.
What was your answer to Fields being able to escape the pressure and get outside and make plays? When you saw that was happening,
not have an answer.
Not have an answer for that. He was making plays to escape in the pocket.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go on the free agency and see who we can bring in to contain that next time.
Yeah, some really good containment led to sacks. And the few plays where Justin Fields was stuck in that pocket, it led to sacks, mainly by Zadarius Smith, who had an outstanding game, both pass rushing and in the run game. He was truly a standout for your defense. Anything else, any other player on that defense that you think really had a decent game, had some knockdowns, had some clutch plays?
Jair played great. I don't know how Kevin King got on Allen Robinson the times he did. He got lost probably 3 times. Killed us. So like I said, after this season, I wouldn't be surprised if Kenny Clark and Kevin King are not on this team.
Now we have a question here from the chats. How did you shift your game plan? What game plan shift did you make when Davante Adams had to be on the bench for the rest of the game?
Try to get the ball to Aaron Jones more. Tanyan and Aaron Jones. I mean, Cobb, he's old and slow. We can't really give him the ball. So, like I said, we'll be fine next time.
Cobb seemed to be a saving grace. You seem to be finding a lot of your soft spots there in the coverages, and you were able to find him.
Yeah, Cobb definitely having...
Yeah, great play.
Yeah, Cobb definitely had one of his better games since his glory days, but you were right. You did get Tanyan majorly involved in the pass game in that second half. He wasn't featured little to if at all in the first half, and Aaron Jones featured a little more in the passing game as well. He is a standout player you want to get the ball to.
Right.
Which we have another question here from the chats. Your thoughts on, we had to kind of get to this one, your thoughts on the game-losing field goal. What happened there? Has Crosby said anything? Was there a misplacement, bad snap? What happened?
Crosby missed 2 field goals that would have won us the game. So he will not be on the team next week. He will be getting put in the release approval chat, and we'll be bringing in somebody new.
Wow, the veteran Crosby looking to go on the market. You heard it here first on the RDFL post-game interview. Crosby hitting the free agency market.
Yeah.
And now,
you can have fun thinking about. You don't want.
And now, as for your O-line, they did quite a decent job keeping some pressure away. Keel Mack and some other edge rushers were out, crippling the depth of that Chicago front 7. But they were able to contain Keem Hicks for most of the game. He got pressure a few times, but not as much as you think he would. Are you impressed with their performance today?
The line played fine, considering, the passers they have on that defense. We got back 3 or 4 times, which did hurt us. But we'll figure it out next week against the football team.
We just saw in another post-game interview that Justin Fields was quoted saying, "It's a new era in Chicago. Aaron Rodgers better watch his back." With Justin Fields being the younger, new quarterback in that division, and Aaron Rodgers potentially this being his last season, if not next season being his last season, is there a potential shift of the tides there in that division? Are the Packers going to have an answer to the young quarterback?
If you call an answer Malsing with Allen Robinson. Allen Robinson gets hurt, then the Bears are done. They won't win another game.
Ooh, you heard it here. He's saying that the only weapon that he's able to use is Allen Robinson on the team.
And Allen Robinson definitely coming away with some huge plays in that game. Thank you so much for your time here with us, Coach. We appreciate it. I know you got plenty to do. I know you got a road trip back home. Get back to Green Bay and prep next week for a much-needed W.
Yeah.
Coach, it's been a pleasure having you here in the booth.
Yep.
We look forward to your next game.
I am the Zaboomer phone. You can call me Boom. This is Matt and Mark next to me in the booth. We will be signing off tonight, and we'll come at you next week for Week 7 of the RDFL next time out.
A good night, everybody.